Under the fading light of the evening sky, a great seafarer sailed alone across the endless ocean. He had spent his whole life upon the waters, reading the winds and tides like a language written by God himself. But on this night, something went terribly wrong. Far from the shore, the engine of his small fishing boat began to cough and shake. He opened the cover and checked everything he knew, but the motor had failed. The old engine had reached its end. No matter how many times he tried, it would not start again. Darkness slowly covered the sea. The waves grew colder, and the silence became heavy around him. Alone in the middle of the vast ocean, he realized there was no one near enough to help. Fear entered his heart for the first time in many years. So the seafarer knelt inside his drifting boat and began to pray. All through the night, he prayed to God. He prayed through the wind, through the fear, and through the loneliness. He asked not only for rescue, but for strength to trust. The stars shone above him while the ocean carried him wherever it wished. Hour after hour passed. Then morning came. As the first light touched the sea, something changed. The air around him felt filled with peace, unlike anything he had ever known. It was as if heaven itself surrounded the little drifting boat. The fear that gripped his heart disappeared completely. And in the stillness, he heard a gentle voice whisper, "Start the boat." The seafarer opened his eyes. Tears filled them as he reached trembling hands toward the engine one last time. He knew the motor was dead. He knew it could not run. But with faith, he pulled the starter. At once, the engine roared back to life. The sound echoed across the morning sea like thunder. The seafarer fell to his knees in awe, praising God with tears streaming down his face. Against all reason, the dead engine was running stronger than before. That day, the ocean carried not only a fisherman home, it carried a living testimony that miracles still happen to those who trust in God. Sometimes God allows us to drift into places where our own strength can no longer save us, so we may discover that His power never fails. Like the seafarer alone upon the ocean, we may face darkness, fear, and silence, yet prayer opens the heart to heaven. When all hope seemed lost, God whispered, "Start the boat," and the impossible became possible. Faith is trusting God even when the engine no longer works, believing that His voice can bring life where there was none.